All right, welcome everybody. Welcome everyone who's here for another time. We are starting today with the same project, so let's see how it goes. Hopefully we have a smooth rundown for this stream and we achieve a lot of good stuff. So I'm waiting for you all to join. So right now I'm going actually to stream on TikTok as well, and let's see how it goes. I'm going live in just 1 second. Nice. Good. Let's see who joins. So basically, there is this kind of like options for subscriptions that I never saw actually before. But they say if you actually reach out to a certain number of viewers or something, a subscription will be activated automatically, which is very weird to actually know of. I never knew that these are actually stuff that I might do. But yeah, awesome. All right, we wait for everybody to join and then we start coding as always. Well, today we are going to continue with that login, logout stuff. Let's see what we can do there. And yeah. All right. So, oh wow, you know, I can select a view and give them a subscription for for a week or so. Let me select randomly, people. I know that you guys actually watching from time to time, but let me see actually the active viewers. Maybe I can give 2 of you some subscriptions by default. Is this Node or React? This is actually React, not Node and React and everything together, but we are having an Express server, by the way, so that's why it is there. Yeah, cool. Do you guys have any idea what we're gonna build today? Maybe you are new here. Hey Franco, what's up? How's it going? How can I actually, there is like this live center that I just knew of, and there is like a reward history or something like that where if I reach like certain type of stuff, like certain type of, I don't know, like stream milestones, then I can get something back to the viewers, which is really cool. I didn't know that this exists actually, which is awesome. But the funny part is that you cannot gonna select them, which is odd. Yeah, I'll try to find you, Franco. Maybe if I can, I'll let you know. Otherwise, Franco today actually helped us with setting up the Discord server. So basically, we bought like the yearly or the unlimited ME6 or something like that, and that helped us actually get certain level of basically bought plugins that we can use in our server, and I really liked it. It seems like really cool. Yeah. All right, so let me send out some gifts. Actually, I sent some sub gifts, so now we have 2 subscriptions, which is really cool. I didn't know that this will work, but yeah, I just picked the first 2 because I don't have really time to spend it like looking. But anyway, so good evening everybody. Do you build micro front ends? Honestly, in this one here, we are not building any micro front end part, but what we're doing instead is just building like a simple Express plus React app, and then we are trying kind of like to take it step by step to maybe in the future have microservices in it. But for now, it's not really that much of a deal. So this is our front end and this is our back end. So you can see how it is. I'm actually taking my socks off because I forgot to take them. and I have the heater next to me, so I feel like I'm gonna be 40 degrees. Is that I'm building these kind of stuff step by step, and we build them together, right? Can we generate GWT token even if a redirect URI is not defined? Yeah, you can. The redirect can be done on the front end, which is kind of like this. So here where you actually feed it, let me just show you. I think if I go to the last part and I show you here where I do, for example, a logout, this is where I actually delete the GWT token. Oops. Oops. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, sorry. I was actually showing you and my internet started to be very bad. So what happens here is the token is actually gotten from our local storage, and then I'm using this one for redirection. So this is the redirection function. Yeah. Though my kind of front end is not really that optimal, let's say it like this, so you know what is happening. But overall, it's also another way that you can actually control your application and make it really good. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blood is hacking his school password. Well, I wish if I was in school back, I would really had so much fun. Right now I'm working and life is shit. All right, so yeah, last thing to say right now is just that, yeah, everybody please go to our Discord, please follow. Also, I stream every day for you guys building these applications, and in a second I will show you also what I'm building, so stay tuned, and let's wait for some people to join and we go on. Clement said, what is your project? Clement, I think it's very simple. I don't know if you were here or not, or this is maybe your first time. We are building kind of like white noise app, and this white noise app have like certain stuff to it, like a back end, front end, whatever. And the back end is actually a simple Express app. As you see here, I'm running Express with Node and NodeMon and stuff, and I'm using TypeScript for it. So basically here in the source files of the backend though, I have some routes actually specified, and if I go to the route here, these are my routes. If you want to take a look at them, just take a small look and then we can move on. But the thing is, with every route here, we are actually building some notifications, middleware, stuff like that, user login, user logout. And there was another question in the chat actually asking if we are having kind of like a user logout redirection. By the way, I don't think the redirection is something that you do in the backend. So that you do for sure in the front end, right? And that's it. Yeah. Yeah, but will it happen when Leetcode doesn't have a token? Well, if it doesn't have a token, then therefore you will be logged out automatically. And that's why with our backend, I can show you my screen right now, how it works actually. Hopefully you can see. So right now I would just try to log in. Let me see if I actually logged in. I need to get my password for this project. Yeah, right now I fill in my password with an extension, so there you go. By the way, we have this kind of like if I take off the @ here and take out like the blur, it will show us like this validation that we did together. So now if I log in, actually the problem now is that it doesn't redirect because I didn't specify it yet, but you can see right now you can access the app and everything like that. And let's say you go here and you try, for example, to delete that token, right? Let's delete it like that, and then you try to log out. You can log out and redirect right there, but in your network tab, I suppose, in the network tab, the logout happened just because automatically without any response, because you already don't have a token. The only thing also that you need to know is that probably we fired an error here. No, we didn't. So basically it looked for a token, maybe didn't find it anyhow, but still deleted it, because if I delete, I think item still works like if it doesn't find it, and then the redirection happened, which is cool. So on all ways, you will be logged out automatically after 4 hours, I think, or 1 hour maximum. 1 hour actually. And that's how you specify it in the expires in. Yeah, I will just take off. You see on the big like behind my screen right now, there is like in this code something called expires in, and that's when you know that you that it expires in 1 hour or 4 hours. I actually said it. All right. Do you do no user blacklist but deny list instead? Well, I was thinking actually to do it with the backend, basically to have a storage where I store like the blacklisted tokens. But honestly, I was thinking about it. I wanted to do with local storage, and I'm thinking actually to take this all to next time to maybe have my own database or microservice for the whole thing. So I don't really want to hustle too much right now. I just want to set it up to work, and let's see how it goes. Right. Cool. Thank you all for your questions. Which DB are you using? I'm using Prisma. I can show you. Let me actually check. So if I actually cancel everything right now and do a brew services list, you can see that I have PostgreSQL there, and there is this one here where I log in with it. And then if I do /d, I will find all my kind of like databases and stuff like that. I don't know if I can do show user, for example. Does it work like that, or like as user? I'm not sure honestly how it works, or if I do user completely, I don't know, or select. I don't know, really honestly I don't know how it works actually. Yeah, I don't know how this works. I think select needs to be uppercase maybe, I don't know. Is user, no, it doesn't work basically here, but probably should work with a certain command, right? Anyhow, right now I'll just run the server again. So I'm using Prisma for that, and how I did that, I can just show you that. It's in here, and then I have a schema like that, right? So my schema is very simple. Yeah. So PostgreSQL and Prisma ORM. Yeah, LLK Sweden asked. All right, cool. So by the way, I'm really happy that we are on the great path. By the way, guys, you see on top of me, probably I have a subscription goal or something like that. These subscriptions help basically, and I kind of can gift them to you, and that's really amazing. So what you can do is subscribe there. I think it will cost money. I'm not sure if it costs you money, don't do it. But yeah, in case if you want to support, you can do it anyhow. And also we have the Discord channel. You can go to my profile and go there. And also I have my GitHub, my LinkedIn there as well, shared, so you can actually go and yeah, follow me wherever you want. Yeah, cool. Hey there, look at you. Siren is here. How can I say your name? Software Siren? Is that what your ID is about? Or maybe your name is Siren or Siren? Or, you know, Siren in French, I think it means I don't know, a sea. What is that called? Like I don't know what it's called. A mermaid, yeah, sea mermaid is a siren, right? Yeah. Oh, nice to meet you, Michelle. Then, yeah, it means mermaid. Yeah. Cool. Ah, in Spanish too. That's awesome. Cool. So today, actually, I wanted just to correct some of the stuff. So let me just show you what I mean. And here, I want actually to ask you about this. So here in the login part, I have this navigate part on success, right? But it seems like it's not working at all. So maybe it has this query invalidated. Is this actually necessary? Yeah, it is necessary, probably because it's not called user. I honestly don't know at this point. I don't think that query invalidation will serve us in this case. But what I wanted to do actually to use the use navigate part. So I want to ask the chat, what is the best way to do this? I mean, I know that 10-stack router has this use navigate, but is there another way to navigate? Maybe I should just do it like this: window.location.href equal to / right? And then just forget about this one, right? I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me about that. Honestly, I wouldn't know by default, because I'm really confused now, because I know that use navigate is from React router DOM, and I did like implement use navigate, and actually it's just got imported from there. So I was thinking, okay, maybe it helps, but it doesn't work perfectly. So now I changed it actually to the window location part, and let's see what will happen now if I just refresh again. And I know that I'm logged out because honestly I think I don't have also the application. Yeah, I don't have a token here. As you see, it's just unstack router stuff, which is weird actually. Why is that in my local storage? Weird. Anyhow, right now I'll just connect there and see if that window location works. Yeah, it works perfectly. That's really nice. It wants me to say the password. Hell no. So yeah, if that works right now, I'll leave it like that. But open for suggestions, because navigate doesn't work. So I just put like a comment, because honestly I think that right there where I put like my comment is open for suggestion, because navigate doesn't work. I'll show you a trick with my actually LSP. If I put to do like that, and then I can do F and then T, and I will find all my to do's basically, right? Cool. So this is another to do basically. All right, if I go here, I think I need my to do to be exactly on the comment part. I think so. So let me FT again. To do. I mean, why it's written certain to do's and not the other though? Well, I have no idea why. In my case, I'll just delete this one for now, and I'll also delete this one from here. Delete. Okay, I'll leave this one here, but delete the use navigate part. Yeah. Where is my use navigate? Yeah, here. Am I using it somewhere? Because it seems. Oh, okay. Then I need to actually uncomment it from here as well and delete it from here. Alright, cool. Now it's cleaner, and I will still use the window location for this part until you guys find me maybe something better, because I honestly know that probably there is something better. Yeah. Mate said that he validates the token on every. You don't need to do that, because your token is actually expiring every 4 hours or something like that. Make sure maybe you have a timer or something like that that invalidates and validates after 4 hours or something like similar. Yeah. Siren said that she's here for the clicky sound of the keyboard. Actually, I had like a sound blocker for the keyboard, and also NVIDIA is. Maybe you can configure it to actually block every extra sound, and for some reason the chat didn't like it, so I was thinking that maybe it is annoying, but yeah, they told me no, it's not. It's kind of like this ASMR thingy, and they wanted me actually to put it there, so I said okay, why not? So I left the voices. All right, cool. Alright, so there is actually a thing that I need to do for the chat as well, so I can let you comment with whatever you want, guys. There is like this potential spam comment restriction that I need to take off each time I actually do a live stream. Anyhow, yeah. Why don't you use Google or ChatGPT to Google something? Because honestly, the funny part about all of this is that the chat actually helps me to build the stuff, and I'm trying to build as much interactivity as possible with you guys, and honestly that makes me more motivated to have a discussion. Therefore it resides in my head more. I can memorize it better, let's say. Yeah. So Eugene said it seems like you have a React app and display each item of an array without circles. Which time of the array? Maybe you can actually explain to me what you mean, because I don't think that I showed something like that in my app. By the way, the navigate here. This is on submit, right? Which submit is this? What the hell is happening? Why I actually did this in the login, but let me just make sure. So yeah, all good. Then this use navigation. Funny enough, this navigation works. One of them works, one doesn't. So I'll just put it like that now. Yeah, cool. I'm not boss though. It's very funny that someone said that. What we are doing today, boss? Well, we are just continuing with where we left. Yeah. Okay. Why don't you use? All right, it's just an example of using window location instead of navigator. Yeah, Do you have any unit tests? I'm trying to figure out how to test against 10 stack router. Honestly, I don't have unit tests yet. I'm planning to do that maybe when we finish the app completely. And yeah, that would be actually a very good thing to do. Yeah. Some guy actually mentioned that we need to keep the like the auth tokens and probably cookies and stuff like that. I agree with you, but in this case, honestly, I don't know. It's just a small app. I don't want to really make it complicated at this point. Is Dart your programming language? No, I don't use Dart at all. Actually, I never use Dart. Let me make it that easy. Yeah. Yeah, so he had to answer Luke in the chat. He asked about what do I use for streaming. I use OBS for streaming, and my stack usually is the MERN stack, but now I'm using Prisma as an ORM, so I used PostgreSQL with it, which is replacing MongoDB and its models, right? So yeah, right now I think we are on the clear for login, register, and stuff like that. But let me just make sure that the wordings is correct. So sign up right here needs to take you to the register route. That's cool. And this is the login, right? Let me actually check the register page. And in the register page, I have another form, exactly the same form, to be honest. Maybe it has also this part. Ah, man. So it takes you to login. I will also, I don't know. At this point, I'm just replacing all of them. .location.href equals /login. Let me make it like that, and because I honestly don't know what I'm doing right here, but I think I will gonna use the window location part right now and test it if it works. Otherwise, I would probably get the use navigate from React Router DOM. It seems to work better. But yeah, I will work with both for now. So right now I should find login wording here. Okay, so I have login wording, which is wrong. I need this to be register. Yeah, so have an account, please register. That's a small r. And if I go to the other login, yeah, so this one needs to be register. So, and this one enter your mail router to register to make an account, and let's delete all of this. Yeah. All right, so what kind of other stuff we need here? Forget your password. Maybe that is something that we can build later on. Yeah, but for this one now we don't need it, so that can be also taken off, right? So the word sign up I think is fine, and then therefore here to register, have an account. Oh, wait a second. This is if you have an account, you can just log in, right? Because we are on the register page. Yeah, after the space, and this needs to be not an href, actually a 2, and this to login. Yeah, therefore it works perfectly. Let me just check how many logins we have. Nice, cool. Nice, good. Guys, please help out with sharing the stream and maybe making it more popular, because honestly I like the fact that you are here and actually suggesting more and stuff like that, and with you liking the stream and spreading it out, that will be really helpful for me. Also, you can follow me so I can get encouraged to do this every day. By the way, I'm here every day, so join me every day to code on this. I just wanted to highlight that it's much better if you use full power of library / framework. True, but what are you talking about, Eugene, here? Maybe you can actually explain yourself, maybe elaborate, let's say. Corey said that he likes ChatGPT. He wants us to use it. How many years of commercial experience do you have? I have around 6 years, actually, to 10 years. But yeah, I say to 10 because 6 years with React completely, maybe more, even 7, I think, since 2017, 16. But yeah, I worked mostly on front end, so I worked with style component, React, class components, functional components, Redux toolkit, Zustand, if you are in Germany. What else? More, actually, a lot of stuff. Graphs, GraphQL. high charts, apex charts, anything CSS related, anything front end, I worked with it. Yeah, React hook forums, Formic, Yap, Zod, all of these. What program do you think is easier to learn? Programming language, you mean? I think Python will be a really good start for you, and then you move forward from there. It will be a really good thing if you do it like that, right? All right, let me actually check Twitch and Kick, because also we stream on Twitch and Kick, by the way. So if you don't know, and it will be really helpful if you guys, yeah, also follow me there. You can go to my Twitch and you will find me also there. Yeah. So some guy actually commented that he started using Svelte. Yeah, and he's validating tokens every page navigator refresh. Is it okay? I think that's fine for you now to at least understand what you're doing and then move forward. Yeah. All right, cool. We have some viewers on TikTok. I need them to open TikTok, Kick, and Twitch, and keep answering everything. I wish if I had like a centralized channel or something where everything verses in one, but sadly it doesn't happen like that. All right, cool. Why Python? Because Python is more modular than JavaScript. It has everything that you need in one place, where also it's good for lead coding, and it's very easy for lead coding actually. Yeah, cool. Have you ever tried to implement a template for different mails? Yeah, I did that, and that was like literally a full job that I had for 1 year, creating templates for emails, and especially for Outlook. Outlook was the hardest because Outlook has like a table schema for its emails, and this table schema needs to be always, we have an inline CSS, which was really bad for me to actually do. How to be a full stack developer? I mean, I didn't show you the website for long, so maybe I will show you again, because guys, you ask the same question all the time. But yeah, I will have no problem doing this. So by the way, yeah, before I show you, this is my Twitch, so there is some chat there as well, and you can follow up on Twitch if you want to. You will see the full screen, by the way. Okay, so front end or full stack, I think if you can go to front end and follow like the roadmap like this, right? And if you are asking about what is this website, I'll just paste it in the chat. And by pasting it in the chat means I will pin it as well for 1 minute so you guys can see it, right? All right. So actually Jokey Calm here asked a very good questions. I will start with that first and then we continue, right? So what I do sometimes, I explain to you guys how can you learn stuff. So I know that HTML is really easy to learn. CSS is the tricky part. Sometimes we are more of algorithmic people and we hate this part. So it will always be plus for HTML. And then once you actually know JavaScript, you want to become good at it because that's the core thing. That's what makes you a better developer, right? So the thing is here that HTML will be fine to learn it, like let's say 2 hours a day for like 1 year. 1 year is too much, let's say 6 months, but 1 year, I'm sure if you learn HTML and all the stuff with it, you will be really good at it. Some stuff like, for example, if you used VS Code and then do like this, do div and then dot, and then you don't press tab at all. And this is one of the plugins that VS Code has for it, like it's called a multi-essence or something like this. And then you put, for example, table, which is not table, but yeah, you can do it like this, table, let's say, and then you put tr, and then in tr you put a class of header, let's say, right? And then the moment that you click tab, this will be literally a div inside the table, inside the tr, and then this tr will have a class name there. So this is kind of thing that you will understand with time, like you understand how to use VS Code properly, right? The funny second part though is that once you know JS, you don't want to go back to a CSS, right? So for you to actually become really good at CSS, you need to find a CSS framework, right? And CSS frameworks will make the work easier, right? So let's say, for example, if you search the web right now and say grid, you will do like a grid CSS, right? The grid layout that you will have here is a bit odd. It is like too much, right? It's kind of too odd. Like If you want to do a grid, you need actually to specify the grid column or the grid template, right? And you would say, hey, I want the grid template of columns and this and that. I want also the grid template to have certain rows, and you move it like this. So this will be a good example of how you do a grid with CSS, right? The funny part here is that this is too much for you. Like, it's too much to remember, like grid template, columns, flex, grid, rows, tables, whatever it is. And honestly, it's too much to learn, because there will be like many type of grids that you need to learn, many types of positions and stuff like that. So what you do here, you just go with, let's say, Tailwind. Tailwind will make you really better, right? Especially with Tailwind, the fact that you can do is just go like this, say Tailwind ready components or something like that. And then you will find something like template UI here that gives you actually very ready components to use, right? In this case, for example, the price and selection is very available for you like this, and you can just use it as here, right? Copy a whole thing and just use it. I know that it's too much code to copy, but honestly, you copy it first and then you will start to understand what is happening, right? So for example, let me copy something that I may actually explain to you. Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually very cool thing that I can actually explain. Yeah, so instead actually of writing like stuff completely from zero, you will now be able to do this. Let me just make this bigger, or maybe how can I make this extra large though? I have no idea how to do that. It's really odd, like how this is working. I wanted actually to make this text bigger, but I cannot. Oh man. Yeah, whatever. So what I did here is actually, I will just zoom in, right? What I did here is just I copied something like this. Can the chat guess each one of these what it means? Then therefore I will explain it myself as well. Can anybody guess? Okay, let's start with this one here. What is that? And what is this? And what is this? And what is this? Right? Let's make it like this, right? Let's make it like a game, right? On the same time, I'm gonna record this so we can find out like a way to leave this as a video later on. All right, I'm looking at the comments. I'm reading them right now. All right, so as I said, to not actually have the burden to learn CSS from scratch, we need to just use it like, let's say, framework that makes things easier, like Tailwind, right? So the flex here, it means display of flex, right? Which if you wanted to do it with CSS, normally you will just do display, right? And you will open this and like that and put flex. But there's like something to it. You need actually to say which flex direction you are doing this with, right? With the flex direction here, I will not complete it, but yeah, you will choose, is it a row, right? Is it like a flex of row, so everything will be like this? Or is it the flex of column, so everything will be like this, right? So column. Or there is actually multiple ones that you can choose from. Here, by default, Tailwind lets you do a flex of row. So by default, you just write flex. You don't write anything else, right? So you do this one here, which is margin top, which is really cool to use actually. And by the way, margin top, you can write it like margin dash top when you do CSS normally. And here for, how much is this for? Anybody in the chat knows? Yeah, so always multiply by 4. Why? Because each one in Tailwind is equal to 4 pixels, right? That's why when you do 4 is equal to 16 pixels, right? So now you know your stuff. Also always multiply by 4, you will get the one that you need, right? Funny enough, if you do extra large is actually equal to 20 pixels. Actually, wait a second, XL, yeah, text, if you do text XL, dash XL, it will be 20 pixels. Text to XL, very funny enough, this 2 will just add then a 4. So it will be 24 pixels. Look, I might be wrong in maybe a pixel or two here, but I think this is correct because I use Tailwind really heavily, and I think I still remember that. Right, that's cool. Now items baseline, what does that mean? So in the flex direction part, now you need actually to do, what is it called, like justification or justifications and alignments. So how does justifications and alignments work? You have here everything like this. If you are on row, justification will go x-axis. If you are on y-axis now talking, that's what we call alignment, right? This is for row. Oppositely will be for if you go column. If you go column, the x-axis will be here and the y-axis will be here for some reason, right? I don't want to confuse you right now, but keep it like this. So what you're saying here, okay, in my block here, I want to align the baseline. So you are taking them, if you do align center, by the way, this will be the thing that you will expect with the row. So the alignment, everything will be centered in the middle of your div, basically. Let's say this div is of a height of 20 multiplied by 4, so 80 pixels, right? Let's say like that. So it will be on the 40 line, all right? Exactly in the middle. Cool. So what you need to do now is to understand how this works. This will take everything, all the divs here. So let me make it with another color. Actually, it will be red here, and this is where it will be, right? Very cool, very nice. I really like it, and I think this is your baseline. So that's the baseline for the mother div, let's say, or the parent div, right? Cool. Now, can someone explain this? I explained it to you, kind of, right? So imagine that you have, this is always the x-axis. So you are on the x-axis, this one, and you want your first children or two children, let's say you have only two, to have a gap of x of 2. So 2 is equal to 8 pixels, right? You want exactly to have this by a gap of 8 pixels between them, right? Even though that this div can be bigger, so they can actually be here, and this will be empty at this point, right? That's it. I mean, this is really cool. I hope that you guys like it. I hope that I'm explaining to you correctly. I'm gonna stop the video here, and you will have the same video on my channel tomorrow at 3 p.m. CET. So yeah, CET is German time. So if you are from somewhere else, yeah, you can actually just do it at the same time, or maybe come up in 2 days and you will find the video. Cool. Can you guys maybe tell me if that's cool or not, right? If you at least understood something. Thanks, Poseidon. Nice, cool. All right. People who are asking where am I from, you can guess, but people who know, please don't tell them. This is a game that we play every day for people who wants to guess where I'm from. So you guys can just put like your guesses, and I will tell you exactly if that's correct or not. All right, cool. That's it. I mean, this is really insightful stuff, and I wish if someone also explained to me this before. I mean, it's kind of weird that you just meet this kind of stuff and you don't know where to start or what to do, or maybe what kind of thing you need to learn at this point. Yeah. Example of a weight fetch. Oh, that's a good thing, actually. Maybe we can work on. All right, I will actually write it not in code. I will write it like here. Can I write something? Yeah. So I might write actually something that is totally wrong, right? But let's do it, right? Why people use Tailwind over organic CSS? It contaminates the template and isn't easier. I think I agree with you here. At some point it started to contaminate the template. Look at this. This is too much, I know. But if you are working with React, the funny part about all of this is that you can go and make components that are very small and you use them as layouts, right? So what you will do in my case, this is for example a very big component that I did, but instead of actually doing it this way, I just wanted to call it like this. So I was like, okay, if I have a login page, this is how it will be, very small, not so much, and my login form will be here. So anything form will be here, but anything layout will be here. So therefore it's gonna be more organized, kind of like the routes are different from where I actually do the reusable components, kind of. Yeah, cool. We were actually talking about the roadmap.sh, and for the people guessing where I'm from, I really like that you actually was a bit close. So Egypt is close, and I am originally from Tunisia. Do you know where is Tunisia? Tunisia is is a very small country in the north of Africa. Like this, let's imagine this is Africa, this is Tunisia. And it's close to Italy, which is kind of like this. And then we have like some islands in between, right? That's it. Yeah. All right. So yeah, if this is correct and this is really cool for you, let me actually explain to you the await and a fetch and stuff like that. So when you have a URL, like to fetch data from, there is like this placeholder that you can do, placeholder API. By the way, there is a lot of placeholder APIs that you can reach out to. JSON placeholder API seems to be one of the best ones that I use. So now if I go like this and I want to get all the to-dos, by the way, let me just paste it. I will get a user ID of this, right? If I want to get multiple to-dos, I will get like that just with the URL. If you want to test yourself how this works, right, basically. Franco, no. We learn JavaScript and then go to Tailwind. Yeah. Oh wow, someone actually visited Tunisia. That's nice. Cool. How do you think about it? Bro, did you do a class on hooks? Al-Watan, which is actually a very Arabic username. No, I didn't, but I will do it 100%. I did on UseEffect. You can find UseEffect on my profile already, because UseEffect is the most one that people actually get confused by. And then we can move forward to do actually hooks. Let me prepare something, because if I talk like this, probably I will tell you something that might be wrong, because I will tell you from my perspective how I think about them. But maybe let me prepare something for us, and then on the next live stream, or maybe two next from now, I will have like a small talk about it. All right. I don't understand here. Like, I cannot also know what is your name, so I will just say Lao or something like that. I don't know. Alternative is CSS and file and use BEM. What do you mean by BEM? You mean models or something like that? I don't know. Right. Cool. So in this case now, we are actually explaining how this works and how can we write a simple API function to actually call that out. All right. So this is the API on the left side. Let's try actually to do this. Let's do it right here. So if you do fetch, basically that's what you can use to get stuff from these API links, right? And usually if you do this, it returns a promise. And by the way, this promise actually will be resolved, right? And when I say resolved, it means that it will be giving you back the result here somewhere, right? So right now it doesn't give the result actually. So what you need to do in this case is just to finish out the promise with the dot then. If you do dot then, right, then the await will work automatically, and then you will have data and you can actually console log it directly, right? And you want to console log all the data that you have, right? Therefore here the promise actually got solved, and then you have your data right here. For some reason actually the data is not returned, but it might be that because the await is not working on the call sum perfectly in this case. But yeah, or maybe I need to zoom in to read this. Yeah, so actually it returned a redirect, so all good here because it just takes you to this link. But yeah, you can actually keep doing then, and actually here they also give you an example of how to use it in the code. Yeah, by the way, here they also want you to return like the .json part of it, which is also cool because that will probably give you the complete data, right? All right, so let us do it like that. So here you go, this is what you can find here, which is like the complete data for the to-dos. Why I actually forgot about doing the .json here, probably because I am used to the await part. So I do await response and then await response.json. But overall, everything looks good here. So you need to wait for two times basically. The first way to wait for a response, and the second way to wait for the JSON, right? Cool. A known user actually also said it in the chat. Yeah, she said that Tailwind adds additional learning curve to me. All right, I mean, it might be true. It might be true, and you just have to bear yourself with it. I mean, there is no other way to do it. Yeah. Cool. So what are we building? We are building like a front end with a back end on Prisma, Express node, and we are actually doing right now the login and logout part. We wanted to test them though. Let me just show you how we can test them. Let me share my screen again. We did a lot of stuff today just with the start. We still have like 30 minutes in and we already did a lot. All right, so now if I log out, I will just be redirected to the login. I want to also see if I do the sign out, it takes me to the register. Everything is cool actually. Yeah, and now I will just log in with my John Gmail thingy, and then I will log in directly. And what is happening here? Let me just log in again. I'll fill in. Okay, I have a problem that my login is taking me to the /login. Let me correct that actually. I think I have a problem with the login page. Maybe because my form is doing that. All right. So here, even though that my use navigate is correct, we are taking off use navigate from this. So then we go down and we say when we click submit here, that we can get rid of. And let's try actually to use here something better. In this case, if I put / I think it will just keep me there, which I am surprised by the way. Before I had this use navigate part, so let me just take off this one. And let me also take off this one here. I don't need the on success for this part. And I will return the navigate part, alright? And then I will get the use navigate from 10 stack router. Now we are on the clear. Let's try again. So now if I refresh this, and maybe I just fill that and log in. Yes, for some reason the use navigate works on the mutation submit, but doesn't work when I actually use it in other parts of the app. For some reason, the registration part. All right, cool. Let me just do it like this again and then log in. Yeah, correct. Nice. Cool. It works perfectly. Now what we can do is just, we can say here delete this part, and let me just go back to show you what I'm doing. Yeah, and then we say correction of navigation. I'm gonna push that, and then now let's work on how the application looks like. So what I wanted today to do with you guys is just to make the application look more pretty, right? So what I need from you is to prepare for me kind of like, or maybe help me to choose from where do you want like our CSS to be coming from. So if we set Tailwind, okay, then we need some Tailwind UI stuff. So now if you see my app like this, it's really looking bad. We probably want to grid all of these and make them pretty. We want also to have the sound part, and we want maybe to have these buttons inside this place. The break timer and the focus timer are tabulation, so I think that they are fine to stay like that, but maybe to just move these inside here, right? And let me try that actually now. Let me try that and see how it goes, right? I see David in the chat. Hey Dave, how are you? How was your day? Or maybe you still didn't finish up with your day. What time is it there? 3 p.m. or something? Nice. What is this? This is just an application that we are building with the chat. So if you are here for the first time, please follow. Yeah. Maybe make the focus and break width 50-50 and center the text. What do you mean by that, Franco? 50-50 as in what? All right, let me just go find that. It's called reset button. I think I will find it very quickly. So there you go. This is where it is. So these two buttons are just flexed outside, right? What I want to do is just exactly after the timer, I'm gonna paste them here and see what will happen. Actually, it's a very bad idea. I think I'll just put them in this section and see what will happen. Come on. Actually, they went to the left, but they still are not inside. Ah, okay. Wait a second then. Maybe we want to take them. In this case, maybe we want to extend the... yeah, because I remember now. Because the timer actually have the... yeah, the timer have the image background, but the other part doesn't. So that's really bad. All right. Is he Romanian? No, I'm not. I'm from Tunis. I'm Arab, actually. So whatever you're guessing is wrong. Oh, yeah, David is from Germany. Sorry for that. Then I mixed out. I said I'm Arab, and some guy said, Inta Arabi? Which means, are you Arab? Yes, I am. I'm from Tunis, Tunis. Tunis in Arabic. We say, for Tunisia, we say Tunis. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Italian. I can sound like an Italian because I take my time whenever I talk. Like mozzarella, pizza. But the thing is that... that honestly, because we are Mediterranean and we have that kind of accent where it's open, right? We have someone from Palestine in the chat. Big up for you. That's nice. How long are you doing this? For long, man. Super long. You sound like an Italian. I mean, yeah, everybody tells me that. This is not the main page code, actually. All right, so let me actually gap this out. I will maybe put like a margin top of 4 just for 16 pixels there, and I will use other type of class of the buttons. I know now that there is this default part, the variation part, but I'm not sure actually how can I use this variation. If I use the variation as a class, would it work, or should I actually... yeah, okay, so you see here it says, hey, pass it as a prop, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just say, hey, I want a variation of outline for my button, right? And let me just go back here, and here you go. If you type variation, you see it's a field actually, and it accepts. I will read them because maybe you don't see them all. You see only default and something else. Destructive, whatever, secondary. All right, I will do variation and I will choose secondary in this case, right? I will do the same and I will paste it exactly on top of this one. Oh, the text is so bright. And I will take off the text part here. Oops. Yeah, I'll just go up and take the text of Slate. And why it's not working? Yeah, now it's working better. So what I wanted to do is just to make these buttons a bit wide and better, right? The thing is that the tabs now looks the same. Looks the same as well, yeah, they have this kind of tab kind of variation, but I don't like it. Let me zoom in. So let me actually look for a very good tabulation from Chatsian maybe. And wait a second, actually I did something wrong here. I have a timer. Oh, wait a second. So I don't care much about this. So I have two separate timers. Maybe I can actually get a very good tabulation from Chatsian basically. But what is this called in Chatsian if you have two tabs? I will just write Chatsian tabs. All right, I found something cool, which looks really nice. This one here, right? I will use something similar, right? So now it changed between two divs, and this is the default. If I do New York, I don't know what is the difference actually. Let me see. One is more sharp than the other, and this is the code for it. So we need to use cards and tabs. Tabs trigger, and this will be too much code, my friend. This is the tabs demo. Let me see if there is another tab demo though. But though this one I like, honestly, I don't feel like it's a really bad idea to actually have something like this. The only thing that I will change is probably this content, and the content will be more wide because now it will have a timer, right? Cool. I mean, I still read the chats. So Ron said, "Are you good at math?" I used to be, but now I'm not actually. What is this IDE? This IDE is actually NeoVim as a text editor with a bit of stuff that I added. What is TipTap? I don't have any experience with that. Why not make a custom button? Because we already have Chatzy in there, so why not to just keep using it? Yeah. All right. Italy said, Itai, I heard his name is Italy. Itai said he loves Next.js. Very funny enough when you know that this is React actually. Yeah, React without Next.js in it. But we did a small server inside of it, so we kind of we did like a small Next.js in our application. Oh, Michel said that he actually finished with his computer science course. Coursework, so he has like homework to do. Do you have access to login page if you are logged in? No, you don't have access to that. By the way, I just answered the unknown user comment, which is really upstairs. All right, can I make and learn something with Python? I do everything on phone because I don't have a PC. Where are you from? Because honestly, we can get you maybe a PC if you are close. Maybe like not a PC, but maybe a laptop, small one. There is like laptops here that we can send you. They're really cheap. All right. What is the DB for this project? The DB for this project is honestly Prisma with PostgreSQL. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm using PostgreSQL. PostgreSQL with yeah. Trev is a good question. Thanks, Trev, for asking this. He said, from one software engineer to another, why are you still writing your code from scratch? Honestly, the only way why I do this because I want to have a certain interactivity with the chat. And I say this a lot because if I just go code everything like frameworky edition, where I just slap whatever code I think that I did before from my GitHub or whatever. And also there is like a lot of good Chatzy and on top library that you can get like a sidebar and stuff like that already ready for you to use. But honestly, that makes us less interactive, especially that most of the people who watch are newbies, so they don't know much. So if you show them something that they don't understand, they will probably churn out, like will go outside of the live stream. But funny enough, I have a joke for you that happened on live stream. I once wrote regex, like regex code for like a YouTube URL or something like that to check if this is a really convenient YouTube URL or not. And people exited the chat. Everybody exited here. They were like, what is this? What is this kind of sorcery and stuff like that? So now I have a really better base. Now I feel like my my algorithm in TikTok is helping me to reach out to people that are really good, that also maybe that they are software engineers. But before it was kind of, when I started just 1 month ago exactly. Actually 23rd of January was my first live stream. So now, and I did now 20 streams exactly, and we gained a lot of followers actually. So thanks a lot for that. Our goal actually is to reach the mark of 9,000 today, maybe 9,000 followers, and tomorrow is maybe, I don't know, 10k. That will be amazing, because if we do that, I really feel happy. We need 10k to just monetize the channel, so I don't actually have any monetization right now working on, so I don't win anything from this, honestly. Nothing, zero. Yeah, that's it. Unless you guys actually subscribe or something like that. Yeah. I actually gifted some subs when I started. I gifted 2 subs because they give it to me automatically every month, something like that, which is really awesome. Yeah, I don't know if that's automatic, like you gain something from it, but you gain nothing actually. It's just automatically gained. And TikTok is really amazing when it shares the live stream, but it's really bad when it shares profit. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we were talking actually about the roadmap sh part, but okay, let's copy this one. We want to copy this code first, right? And let me just check if I have tabs here. If I have assets, not as I have a really bad problem with remembering my folder structure. Also today at work I was like, oh, where did I put this? And I kept looking for it, like for, yeah, so we have card button input label. We don't have card content. That's I have. I don't have tabs though. Yeah, so I need to, as you see here, npx chassis and latest add tabs, so I can stop this, do that. You can see on top, right? And then boom, it will ask me some questions to update the package. Canary, is this a new stuff going on here? They updated my index.css. That's bad. Probably I changed something in it. Let me see if I actually have a problem now. But I think it's not a big problem. Maybe I changed the color or two, but overall it's not a problem. Yeah, everything is should still work fine. Yeah, and we are done. Good. Okay, let's check if we have actually the localhost. I'm jumping from something to other, so the token is here, so it's a new token. That's nice. If I try to go login, I think this should work now. Okay, that's bad, because now it shouldn't take me to login. It should be a protected route. So later on I will do that, right? Cool. But for now it's fine like this. All is good. All right. What we wanted to do before we start with this, as we added our tab, I'll just show you this front end roadmap, and let's talk about it a bit. All right. Angular. What do you mean by Angular? So Prisma is a win for you. You trying to actually comprehend the intention. I honestly don't think that Prisma is really good or bad or whatever. I know that Prisma and Drizzles are like challengers. They always want to get one before the other, and they always serve the same thing. So they are both ORMs, right? So in my case here, I use Prisma because I know it. That's it, right? Nice. I don't use cursor, by the way. What is this site? It's just this site. It's called roadmap.sh. I will actually paste it here. I probably need to do an FIQ for you guys. Like, I will make a website, just an FIQ for the chat. Yeah. Daisy UI is shared by our viewer here, Khairuddin. He said that he thinks Daisy UI is a good idea for us to actually do, which is correct, but it uses Tailwind as well. Yeah, but we have ChatCN already, or does it actually resides on top of ChatCN? I'm not sure. Oh, Tailwind only, and Tailwind with boom. Nice. There's like a lot of interactivity and stuff. Nice, actually I like it. So yeah, this is too much to write, and then it makes it very small to write like this. Card BG base. Nice, very good. Actually, I didn't know of this. It's very awesome. Nice. So yeah, please go to the roadmap. Please actually check it yourself. If you want to make kind of a full path of a full stack developer, just write go to the front end path, and then go directly to this part here where it's full stack. It will show you exactly what to add to become a full stack developer. And by the way, this is the best site that I can recommend when it comes to becoming like a good software developer, right? Cool. If you're already using React and Node with Prisma, side one up, why not use Next.js? Well, that's a good question. because we didn't do the part where we didn't actually plan to do Node or Express at all, right? So in our case here, it was like, okay, let's build it just for the chat. They want to see that. And then when they started to actually build with me and stuff, and we started to build everything like the GWT stuff, the Passport GS, became so complicated that we ended up with kind of Next.js alike. Yeah. What library is that? That's Daisy UI, by the way. Alright, so here you guys are talking about the differences. They prepare everything, plus I get a schema. True, but also the results have the same thing, right? But also it's better even than a schema. It has like this drag and drop, like local host thingy that opens up. I mean, everything is just it depends on the advantages and the disadvantages of stuff. That's it. I mean, now we can continue, right? Can we code a bit? I also struggle with with Tailwind and responsive design. So just think about this like that. Think about it as if you wanted to build something that is just working for the web, and then take it to mobile view, because then you can make a hook for mobility, and you can make like media queries and stuff that are actually mobile independent, and it will be really cool. Yeah. Can you share YouTube channel? That would be nice to share. Let me find it actually, because I actually forgot about it. By the way, my YouTube channel is there as well. You can watch me code in there, and I have the full screen, but let me share my screen right now. I am there live streaming for you guys. So now you will see me showing myself in stream, right? Which is really cool. Yeah, you can follow me there. I have a very old video, by the way, very old video about me explaining React and stuff, and I have some TikToks or whatever you want to call them here. But where is it? I think I don't know where it is. I have videos, and then I have Mastering React, Unleashing the Power of React Create Element. This is a video that I did actually just to explain to you guys like how React works, and I ended up creating a lot of create elements. Yeah, and it's really nice because you will understand how this works actually. Cool. Let us then now go back to the part where we need actually to copy that tabulation part. I actually think that we already have it somewhere. Let me check. We opened it like a card component. I'll just do like that and go here, and instead of this I will do a reusable, and instead of reusable timer I will make a reusable, what should we call this one? Man, tabs? No, tabs seems a bit odd. Tabs switcher, also a bit oddy. I will do tabs, it's fine. Tabs.tsx, right? Alright, cool. This is how they say that you can do it. So right now I feel like there is a lot of things that we need to go to correct. But wait a second, how did it know? How did it know that I use at component at UI? Okay, so if I go like this, it works. Nice. So actually I have the correct structure for chatcn. But the thing is, now we need to call this and see if it actually works. And by the way, I like how it is, but I honestly think that we need to make it a bigger width, kind of. So here the default width of everything is 400. Let's make it 600 maybe, and see how it will actually go into our app.tsx basically. And maybe not here. Let me see, actually, do I launch everything here? Yes. So choose your combinations. This is the Pomodoro part, which I called. So inside the layout I will put it like first thing, right? Tabs, and this variable comes from that. No, this one, yeah. No. Alright, I'll just do it like that and then go import it on top, because I know that it's wait a minute, it's inside reusable and then okay, so inside component reusable and then tabs. Okay, alright, so where do I have components here? Import tabs from add slash component slash reusable slash and then tabs. No default export for that. Well, what a pity. Let's go export default. Let's make it a functional component, guys. Tabs demo, that's what it's called. And tabs react.fc, right? It doesn't have anything to actually return in this case, but it just returns JSX, right? So now it says tabs is there, but it value never did. Okay, export default tabs. Okay, so now I can GG this file. And by the way, okay, I'll call this tabs demo as it was, and go here as we are doing it default, so we can call it whatever we want. Yeah, right. So now we don't have any problem with that. Why it's saying that? I don't understand what is happening here. Maybe because am I doing something wrong? Yeah, I am doing something wrong for sure. I'm doing this wrong. Probably you guys in the chat are laughing at me right now because I forgot how to write this react.fc. Yeah, I did it wrongly for sure, but yeah. Why not use installed components? Because Tailwind is easier. Sir, can you give me advice for sometimes if I'm bored and lazy to code? Yeah, that's called the imposter syndrome. Just try to code again and move on. Like, just do it. Don't worry about it. That's a better way to do it. All right, cool. So now we actually, I think that we can see that the tabs is working here. The only thing now, I need to check it out how it looks. It could probably look bad though. Yeah, so there is like does not provide an export of name default. So it's saying that tabs.tsx doesn't return that. Didn't we actually save that? Let me refresh the page. Yeah, it works, but it's a bit odd, a bit really bad. So I'll share my screen now. It contains another stuff for sure. It's bad, right? So now it contains like account and password like this, right? What we want it to contain is to contain children. Basically what I mean by children, we need actually to pass in it a prop of React node, right? So let me show you how that works. Or maybe, this is gonna be a bit odd to make, but a tabulation needs to have multiple tabs and multiple contents, right? Are you with me, chat? Okay, cool. Let's make it actually very reusable, right? I think we can make it reusable. Okay, so some guy asked before he moves to JavaScript what things he needs to remaster or master when it comes to HTML and CSS. Basically, you need to know few stuff: how to write your HTML page, understand how internet works, the doc types, stuff like that, classes, styles, link styles, link some JS files, and then stop there, go to JS, get so much better at it. And forget about learning CSS to the core of it, like you become very expert at it. That's not necessary at this point. Just learn step by step, right? And you will move like that slowly, and then at some point you will, at maybe 2 months, 3 months mark, if you have 2 hours per day, you will feel really good with it. And then you will have to you will have kind of like to move on with small projects, like chunks of projects, a to-do list, something like that, and then boom, 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 you will have a really good progress. Yeah, you guys are asking about my GitHub as well. Yeah, I do have a GitHub. This is my GitHub. I don't have much projects though, but I'm working lately not too much here, as you see, with live streams and stuff. So what we are doing here is just this white noise project. So as you see, we did already around 70 commits or something like that. So it's really amazing that you're doing this together. And yeah, I can share with you this if you want. And I'll paste it in the chat, but you can also, guys, go and follow me everywhere. What you need to follow me with is just async stack. Write it on Twitch, write it on Kick. I actually right now streaming on all of them. I'm streaming on Twitch here. As you see, there's like some comments, some spam as well, and on Kick as well. So it's kind of fun. All right, so we do have a problem here with this export default part, but all good. Yeah. So let me empty everything. And I'll open Excalibur just for the fun of it. Yeah, now I will show you how can you bend certain like layouts to actually make it work very well. All right. By the way, guys, actually React is not like Next.js, and Next.js actually the one that brought this layout components, right? So what are layout components? Layout components are just holders for XML or JSX, right? That contain certain classes. So let's say you want to have an app that has always a title on top, always. So this title version, so this is, let's say, call it title, and this we call it like a sidebar. If they are always gonna be there, then therefore we will just create them in the layout. So they will have here like the sidebar and here the title, let's say. And anything else that comes in between, that's the children, which means anything else that you want to pass, you will pass it here, right? Do you prefer using file-based routing in your projects? Yeah, for now it's file-based routing actually. But in Next.js it comes by default, yeah. Yeah, the use case of XML, JSX, or TSX changes by the year, and I'm answering David here. He knows basically if he watches us now for like a while, he sees like maybe some new stuff as he didn't see before. Maybe he's learning as well and enjoying. But honestly, yeah, this is more of a front end kind of related XML, JSX part, but it's totally different from probably what you know before from XML, where actually you use it in like 2010 with Java or whatever. Teach us how to route, please. So for us, we are using 10-stack router. Sorry that I'm writing like this. I have my mouse. So 10-stack router. 10-stack router is actually very easy to use. Just install it, right? Go to your application and go to the vite file, vite config, right? And as you see over here, you do 10-stack router vite. You have the autocode splitting of true, and then you put the React. So you import it as a plugin, right? And then therefore you move to something else, which is create a new routes folder. I don't know where it is actually. I think it is in here. Yeah, here you go. I think you need to have it in the in the source folder actually. Yeah, you need to have it in the source folder, not inside components. And you create an index.tsx like this, and you make sure actually that you create the file route like that, and you specify exactly where it will take you in for the first time, right? That's for the login, for example, and for the about, but also for the root. So the root here, you put the outlet and 10-stack router DevTools. These are two things that you will put automatically from 10-stack router, and it will fire up a new file for you. And this new file will actually start automatic routing whenever you create a new route. So I actually showed it to you guys. If I do a.tsx, looks what will happen here. If I just visit this file and go back again, I will go down and it will write a new route for us automatically, right? Which is super cool. And guess what? If I just go and do it the same with deleting this, and I will go back and come back, and that already deleted. So that's really amazing, right? Super amazing. For me, I mean, like, it's magic. Like, it happens automatically and you don't need to do anything actually. And by the way, I don't have any like router file or something like that. It just happens automatically, or router like React Router DOM, when you put the routes and you import routes as whatever. I forgot even how to write it. Yeah. You need to change the parameters on the index. And what do you mean by that? Maybe you can explain yourself. Yeah, this is 10 stack router, by the way. Oh, wow. Okay, he's using Angular. Sorry, Yago Bridge actually stopped him. He was like, what are you using? You're using Angular? This is not good for you. Can we see the web application? Yeah, you can see it for sure. Here you go. This is now the web app. It's just like some white noises here that you can listen to. Let me show you something. It's like a coffee sound or something like that. We have these two right now. We are using like a small tabulation part to change between timers. But what I wanted to do actually is maybe to use this one, which is better, from ChatCN. So I'm gonna delete everything and make it reusable, and we're gonna use it, right? And this is something else that we will talk about later. All right, we're good. Nice. Do you support TRPC with TypeScript? I support it very much, especially if you're working with the T3 stack. Hi there. Some guy just spammed hi everywhere. Hi, hi, hi. Have you tried Cursor? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and I like it, honestly. Yeah. By the way, guys, I stream every day. I always have to say this because you are all new here. So please follow and come back every day and see us actually developing this from zero to hero, kind of. Yeah. And I have a lot of Filipinos in the chat. That's really nice. I mean, I never knew that I would reach there. What time is it there already? Is it 6 a.m. or something? Quintessential is here from day one. I think you were here literally from day one, which is really amazing. Nice. And we have Greeks. Okay, everybody in the chat writes where they are from. Please write. Oh, 6:30. Nice. Cool. All right, so 10 stack router. I will explain it just one last time and show it in the code so you can just forget about it once and for all. All right. I will also record this so you guys actually will have it on my profile later on, right? All right. So first thing to know about 10 stack router, it actually comes in very handy, right? You won't write a lot of things like we used to do it with React Router DOM, and also it regenerates for you some files that you will actually have them by default, like the one behind me right now. It's called the route3.gen.ts. So you have 10 stack router via npm, for example, and then you need to go, for example, if you're using Vite, there you have like a git, like a Vite config file, right? The Vite config file actually will contain some plugins, and make sure to actually put the 10 stack router plugin in it. And you will find out also another React plugin over there, so it will be exactly before it, right? And it needs to be before it because that's how it will implement its routing. The next thing, actually, you create a routes folder, right? Routes folder. And from this route folder, you have a file called --root or __root.tsx, by the way, right? And this --root needs to implement two things. First thing is the outlet, right? Which is coming from 10 stack router DOM. 10 stack router DOM, 10 stack router, that's it. And also the next thing will be the 10 stack route provider, which comes in also handy. And there is also a dev tool that you can use. So I will show you that in the code just in a second. So let's go there. So here, this is my route tree. And then, for example, if you go to components, or not components, actually, it should be inside the sort directly. And this is where it is from. So outlet and 10-stack router DevTools that are from 10-stack router, React router. The next thing, create a route. As I said, I create, for example, a route called TSX, so /TSX. Automatically, if I open this right now, actually I created it wrongly right now, which is a bummer. Let me create it again. So I'll delete it, and then I will create it a.tsx and press enter. If I open it, you will have actually a openly generated code that you didn't write for sure, and also the route tree gen actually added that route, the /a route, for your app. Funny enough, if you go here and delete that a.tsx and go back to the same file and see if that's still there, no, it's not, and the route tree also updated again. And that's how you work with it. You don't need anything to put in the app.tsx or the main.tsx like before, but make sure maybe that you have a router, that's it, and that you implement as a provider, router provider like this, so it will actually look onto all your app. And that's it, nothing much, nothing more. Make sure to use it, it's really handy, and it comes really handy when you need it. Nice. So the next thing that we're gonna do right now is just go into this tabs.tsx that I did in the components reusable tabs.tsx and make this have some props. So for me, I would say like this. For example, type tabs props equal. I will want multiple things. First thing that I want to have is number of tabs. So number of tabs, right? This should be a number probably, right? And also I need to have my tabs, right? The tabs content, right? This needs to be a React node. Man, I don't know, React node array, or at this point I'll just do it like this. Look, I'll just do it React as children, right? React node, and stop there, just because I know that this tabs prop right now will be the one used here, and then the tabs will be actually triggered by that. So now you see here the number of tabs, and also the number of tabs and their content, by the way. Content of tab, content of, or title of tabs, tabs title. Let's write in tabs titles, and this will be probably string array, right? Or yeah, string array seems fine for me actually. And then therefore we don't need this number of tabs, and tabs content needs to be like that, but it should be an array. It should be an array because each title will have its equivalent prop. Do you understand, guys, what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to just to make it reusable, to make the whole thing reusable so we can use it forever, basically. Cool. I'm not sure about that route guard part, but you need also to install the router yourself, so it doesn't have something implemented by default. I think the only thing by default implemented is just an SPA, single page application. Yeah. Why need an array? I will explain to you what does that mean actually. Right. Cool. Let me see. I actually gifted some subs, and guys who wants to get some subs, actually you have it on top, or you can have it on my profile so you can support there, because I saw someone asking about it. It's very funny. It's just as big as my head. It's nice. But anyway, React node. Yes. Aren't you worried about AI stealing your job? It can be done that quicker. Yeah, I know. I'm not worried, honestly. It just helps me doing work nowadays. Yeah. Solid.js is epic. I tried it, but I didn't continue with it, which means that if I pick one lane, I don't want to switch it, because switching lanes in coding is really bad for you guys. Let me see, by the way, how much are we right now. So we are now 8,873 people, which is amazing. And if you guys can make us reach a better number, that would be amazing. Maybe we can reach the 9,000 today. Cool. Nice. There is like a road to 10 subs thingy that just pop up in my profile. She's very funny. Right, there is also this thing that TikTok have. It helps the creators by providing free stuff, which is really amazing. But yeah, okay. So now if we look at this right here, if we just pass it just here actually, and we say tabs props, everything now will start blaming us, but we need actually to get the tabs title and also tabs content, right? And why an array of React node? Actually, it should be an array of React nodes or two divs basically that are separated by something that let us actually know which tab goes to the first one, which tab goes to the second. Inactivity, sorry for you to actually have to hear that music each time I do 1 hour and a half. It just spreads like boom. Like, is that Chatzy NUI? Yes, it is. It is. Otherwise, you'll have to make sure both of your arrays are the same size. You don't need to actually. Might as well do record string React node. I might need that, correct? Yono Sepa, I might need that, true. But let's see by like trial, right? All right, so what I wanted to do first thing is this one. Yeah, so I can do tabs title dot map, and here I will just map through that tabs title, and instead of returning that, we'll return GSX or TSX in this case, and it will be exactly this, right? Which is now not working perfectly for us because it doesn't like what we are doing. What is wrong with our this? It doesn't. What doesn't like expected? Did you mean blah blah blah? I think it doesn't understand that I'm doing actually. Yeah, whatever. Each title, let's say, and then this one will be the title. And this one also will be title, and make sure that it's a string for sure. But now what is wrong here? Is it, yeah, for sure. So all of this needs to be surrounded by this. Sorry, I forgot that. It's just like the first thing that you need to do. Yeah. I will start doing actually tutorials soon, so please keep up. But for now I have everything actually on my TikTok, right? And by the way, I need the key value here, so I'm gonna show you a trick. I do always my keys like this. Method random to string to string 26, and then dot what do I do? Splice twice, splice 2 or slice 2 actually. So what I'm doing here, if you copy this one, I always give, like, if I don't like my keys or whatever, I just make them, and I will show you what does that return. So if I go here and I open the console, each time I'm actually doing that, I will get a new key. Let me show you how it is. Yeah, I will put the title, by the way, as the key, so don't worry about that. So this is kind of like a UUID part thing, so always it returns like a good key, like for you to use, that is very unique actually. Yeah, cool. I like the image on my Chrome actually, nice. What else? Let me like it. Actually, there is a possibility to like these pictures. I think so, hopefully. Yeah, you can do this and then you put it in your favorites. Do you use R? No, I don't use R at all actually. Yeah, David here has a point when it comes to the gRPC and Kafka and stuff for message queuing and stuff like that. But he's answering Sergio, who asked about that question. Yeah, Thomas said just pass an array of objects that have a content and the titles as properties. But what about the key? We are talking about the key now. Alright, but just pass an array of objects that have the content and the titles as properties. That might be correct, but the thing is that each time one of our objects will update, the whole thing will update again. All the objects will update again. But it's actually a good idea. might be good that we will have that, but for me now, yeah, so we'll have like it's a bit odd, let's say, but you are right about that. I think you are closer to actually better than my options, so I'll try that. Let's try it. An array of objects that has content. All right, so what is our friend saying here? The props will be like this content, for example, right? And this content is an array of exactly the type that we prepared, right? Oops, let me see my registry for that, where I store it now. It's 1, so dash 1p. So that's what he meant, right? So it's kind of like an array of that. It might be correct, it might be actually better, but this one then called titles, let's call it, say, and here, or just one title, by the way, and here content, and this one here will be not an array, right? Does he mean like that? I think that's better, right? Yeah. This must be React Native. No, this is React, just simply React, yeah. Tobzi asked, yeah, I can show you the demo, sure. I am on the login page automatically. Let me just log in. I think we will have a problem now with this because we honestly don't have the tabs working. Yeah, we have a map issue now that we need to fix out. But I can show you this if I just go to my tabs or my app.tsx, I think. Let me just take off the tabs out the map and surround this by that. Okay, now if I refresh, yeah, cool. So what we're trying to do is just to create this tabulation better. Honestly, that's it. So this tabulation will be better and better designed, and we will continue with it right now with writing a chatcn component for it. Yeah, now if you start, it will start counting, and also we have some white noises that you can listen to right now. They're pretty bad, and also one from YouTube that you can generate as an iframe, basically. I'll reset that, break timer, and I will start it to check if it works. Yeah, okay, cool. That's it. So now let us do this one more time. I gotta learn MUI for the Amcon project at work. That's amazing. I mean, MUI is really fun to do, but I heard that actually getting updated always by the time you learn MUI, just gets updated on another kind of level, which for me is actually a bit odd. I just don't like something like that. All right, so for my prop here, I want to just get the tabs prop. I want to get the content, right? So this content I can do, I mean, you know what? Content is an array, right? Okay, wherever. In this case, content dot, and in case of that, I'll do title or the first content dot map. That's it. And we're not gonna get the title only. In this case, we're gonna destructure the title, and this is how we do it. We inside word do that, and then we destructure the title from there, and then therefore this will work. And by the way, that the title should be unique because we need tabs, right? And the key can be just title. We don't need something else actually. Might be index, we can do that, but we really don't need it. All right, so the value is that, then therefore I will delete these two, the account and whatever else, right? So now we comes to the tab content, and this is really amazing. So now we can delete everything else. So we can delete this password part, and let's delete it. Come here and just do a simple thing. It's like a React here, also the same. content.map. Actually, at this point now, I'm thinking that I'm doing it wrong. I don't have to do it twice. I just need to copy this. Wait a second. I am thinking that something is wrong. 1 second. Actually, the tabs content is exactly where after the tab lists. All right. Oh, okay. So tab lists should be here. Okay, so they cannot be in the same one. Okay, then I am correct about creating another one. Even though that it seems like we are doing n of 2, basically 2n times this, but it is supposedly to be done like that because there is no other way to do it, right? So this time we're going to do content, and this content actually will return GSX instead of this. And it will be exactly this one. Yeah, and let me just delete the whole thing now. V and boom, 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 boom. And tabs should be always on top, right? Cool, nice. Tabs, tab list, and then tab content. We're getting the content. Let me get the title as well, because it seems that the title is needed at this point. And then here. By the way, man, oh man, okay. Card title again, card description. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Tabs content is needed, but anything here inside the card is not needed at all, actually. So what we can do, we can save this as an example. We say, hey, this is cool to have, so, but card header maybe. Yeah, so the content here, we said it's a React node, right? So it accepts anything. Let me try it. All right, let me just do this, and I will surround this by that, and then be inside that, and then GB. I'll just make it like that, and for now I will put children basically, or content, right? Content directly. Now it seems a bit odd, I know, but please bear with me sometimes to understand what I'm trying to do. This one should be commented, this one should be commented, everything should be commented for now, and the button, I don't need it yet. All right, so let's try this out. Let's go back to where we used it, and let's give it all right, not here though. Let's go to Pomodoro part. Let's also go here and delete it from top, or maybe let's delete it and use it in Pomodoro. Yeah, so we are going down, 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 and then I'm looking for timer. Yeah, I have all my timers here for sure. So where is my timer object? Here you go. I'll just paste it before that, or not really. I'll paste it on top, and I will do, for sure I need to import it first, but I will take the import, don't yell at me. Tabs, and this tab should be a snippet. That's cool. And this snippet now just will take 2 timers, for God's sake. The first timer is this one. Does it have maybe any function that it needs to have? You see this one, on click post timers and shit. That needs also to be passed there. But yeah, let's try it out. Let's try it with that, and then with the second timer to be this timer of the break timer actually. Then save that, delete this, and then take this one on top and just paste it here and see how it works. Let's map that. You guys are too much in the chat. Alright, how did you learn? I learned with doing, that's it. I learned with the chat actually. They tell me that I'm dumb, and I just come back tomorrow and tell them we'll continue. That's how I learned. Yeah. It's just an app actually for white noises that you can listen to. Yeah. Right now I actually still have a problem. The tabs demo is not working properly. Yeah. Kinda the tabs demo is not getting the correct vibe. Let me think 1 second. So I said that I'm actually passing the props as an array of object, right? So what I'm doing here is totally wrong. So I can do it like that, tabs, that, then I called it content, right? Let me go here. So I called it tabs prop. It contains content, and then that's an array, yeah. So here if I write content, you see it's a field, right? What a bummer. Okay, let me return everything just to copy it correctly. Yeah, and then content, why it's writing wrongly, and it's an array of these, right? That one is there. Now it's better, but still wrong. No, it's not wrong actually, but now I have a very weird yeah, so the content is wrong. Also we need to put it as an object, right? And title, let's say first, right? And then oops, title first, and then what did I call it? Content of content. Doesn't that seem a bit odd? I'll change this to children rating, so don't yell at me guys, okay? All right, title second, content. Okay, let me see, first, second, first. Oh, it works. Oh my gosh, what the hell? How? How, my friend, how? So this is first, this is second, and it changes, you see? How? This is the old one, by the way. And this is the new one. But how? Like, how did it work? I mean, for me, I was like, it will never work. Yeah. Jazz Rennie said that she actually sees stars, but she wants to pursue with it. That's good. I mean, I mean, it's not a bad thing actually to just understand nothing. You know how I made actually myself a coder to just make a fool out of myself, and I said to myself, hey, I will do this, but then I don't do it, and then I will try until it works. All right, so now as it kind of working, let's style it better, right? Let's style the tabs to be in the center of the screen, and it looks better, kind of, yeah. So now I think the only thing that I also need to know is if we have any errors, though. We seem like we have a big one. The key prop is not there. Each child in the list should have a key unique prop. So yeah, I wanted actually to change this to be children, so let's do that. All right. Title and this children. Yeah, it will fire an error for sure. This one should be children. And then this one as well. Okay, then card title, all of this stuff. Yeah, I have an idea. She's gonna like be inside that. I will uncomment it. I will uncomment it and delete the stuff that I don't need, but I want to have the card content type. I think that card content will be very helpful for me. And also card footer, maybe that also something that I want to do, right? No, fuck it. I mean, I don't want to do it. All right, let's go until here, until card content to be closed. and then I'll delete, I'll copy this one, oops, I'll copy this one and put it instead of all this card content part for sure. Yeah, now it works. Cool. Now it looks better, right? So instead of content, it will be for sure children, right? Nice. Now it works. Nice, nice, nice. But we lost kinda the... Okay, card content is not defined for sure. Let me delete everything but card content. That's it. This is our tabs layout. Look how it was and how it is right now. It's just perfect. Just perfect. So now the only thing that we need to work on is how this will be centered. I think the layout that contains this is the problem here. So if we don't fix out the width, it will just be centered. Oh no. Oh no. Width full maybe. Oh man. Okay, let's make it at least 800 to just be sure that it's a width thingy. All right, cool. I mean, if I show you right now how it is, just for you to understand how it's going. This is how it is right now. I just don't like the background colors, right? So we can change that to whatever we want to change. But overall, right now, if I just zoom out also, this one takes like the whole thingy because the div class of flex row gap, this one width of full, right? But also it's inside a width of full. But this one also I tried to give it like a width of full, but it didn't work out as intended. Let me see. This is the data part. Duck roles. This is the one, right? Yeah. When I tried to give it actually a width of full, it didn't work out. So let's try it out again. Width of fit, maybe full? No. I'm trying to kind of find like the best one for it. Yeah, this one seems to be only working because it's just a defined one. Or maybe call span of full, that will call span of full will be there, and then we have a padding of at this point. Man, padding of, or maybe padding x of 12. Yeah. Then therefore it will be exactly like the other one. Yeah, let's try that, because honestly, because I have a grid everywhere, that I fucked up the whole thing. So let's try it like that. Right, I'll copy these two. I'll go here, see inside that. Oops. See inside that. Alright, I need to write them. Call span of full, and then I said padding x of 12. Let me refresh this. Look at that, my friend, look at that. But why it takes a bit of time to show up? That's what I don't like. You see now? I don't click, and now when I click first, it shows up. Is there something that I'm not aware of? Maybe clicked by default or something like that. Okay, if I focus here, if I start, does it start both of them? No, it starts only this one because it has. Interesting. At this point, I don't think that it's even a good idea to have this tabulation part. But yeah, at least we have something that works, and maybe what we need to know now, how to make this automatically activated. So this is the tabs part, and this is how it comes to be activated. So somewhere should be default value, you see? Here you go. So default value is account. This one should be content of first title, maybe. Of first. Now if I refresh that, here you go. Nice. I'm happy with that. But at least I kind of did like a working tabulation. I was just showing it. It's just like a white noise app, honestly. And thanks everybody who is watching and maybe following. I actually stream every day, so please, yeah, follow and share this live stream to everybody that you know. Let's see where we are right now. Yeah, thank you. Finn Frenzy said that we are 20 more viewers than yesterday. Actually, I had once, when I started the first 3 days, I had 100. I felt like I'm shadow banned at some point because I was thinking that why it's taken this slow, man, to actually go to the top again. But maybe if we reach out to 10,000 followers, then things will change, because then maybe it will be authenticated or something like that. If you learn JavaScript, is language important? What do you mean by that? English? Not really. I know a lot of people who are French who are really good at JavaScript. So. Emmy said how much to book a session for you for coding. This is kind of thing that I did before, where I kind of like teach people. My rate was like 30 euros or something, $30 or euros or whatever. But if you still want to do it, we can have a group, maybe of 4 people or maybe one-on-one, and we can do it. The thing is that I'm doing it for fun. I don't want to really make it like pricey or something, because people won't really go for it. And sometimes I pair program just to teach people some tricks. Yeah. We are doing now React, basically. How long does it take to learn React when you know JS? If you know JS very well, I mean, it won't take you long. About like 1 month, 2 months to master everything, honestly. To master them as a junior, let's say, yeah. Yeah, to get the kind of, as Quintessential said, like the web fundamentals. Yeah, I am employed full time actually. Yeah, that's what I do on daily basis. What else do you guys are asking? Bro, I'm making a website. Is there any shortcut to make excessive styling for mobile and laptop sizes? What framework are you using? Maybe you can tell me at this point. No, I mean framework for CSS. Do you have any framework for CSS? Modular styles then. Well, I think that you can do it just with media queries, but I will tell you a trick. Go and learn styled components, because styled components honestly will help you a lot. They will help you so much actually. Yeah, it's called styled components. Go and search for it. Yeah. Is tabs from ChatCN? Yeah, it is from ChatCN, and we use this kind of like default thingy to make it just work perfectly with like tab contents. That's it. Yeah. What do you mean I need a model? Jazz actually answered in the chat. Yeah, style component will help you a lot because they have like some default props that you can pass in your style component itself. So then it will be really useful. Yeah, and as Dor said, if you use grids and flexes, you will barely use media queries because you will actually provide how much content you want to have exactly for like a full width and a small width and so on and so forth, or a modular width or a medium width and so on. Jazz asked, what should I learn to be able to create a website? Honestly, if you are really like that newbie, start from HTML. I mean, it's not a language, but it's a markup language, HTML, CSS. And I will teach you a lot about websites because you will create inputs, like divs, stuff like that, and move forward. Yeah. Language, I am doing here React with Node, basically. And I'm trying to do everything together, so yeah. Yeah, no problem. Quintessential found a comment about some guy who asked how to make an API on Java, and he just gave him like his query for YouTube search. That's nice. DPK, please go to just learn about it. I mean, he has a front end. What? I have a front end Spring Boot tech enter. What do you mean? FE is not front end here, right? But Spring Boot is more like, or a first Spring Boot tech interview. With which company? Maybe if you want to share. React Spring Boot. So it's on the front end is React and the back is from Spring Boot. Nice. Where are you from, by the way? Helsinki, nice. I don't think that style component will help you much with the scalability as much as with propping. So you can have a prop for mobile and it will actually save you time while actually you are doing your components. Do not actually, if you use that prop, it will know exactly that you are on mobile, because then you will have, if media query is more than 700 pixels, then use this component. Otherwise, use the side of mobile for it. Yeah, because here Henry asked, isn't making the key for the variable name a bad practice? Actually correct, but in our case here we really don't care about it that much because yeah, you reminded me actually to add another key here, because the key or the title is unique actually. Yeah, and you can make it whatever actually to use a key right here. So for example, this one, I will use my trick math.random dot to string 26 or something like that. Yeah. If you don't know what to do, use this one, dot slice and then 2, and you slice into from it. Nice. Can you recommend books like Leetcode? Honestly, I'm not really familiar with too much books that show you how to become a clean coder. But honestly, I think that one of them is like, you don't know JavaScript. It's a really known book. You can start from there. Okay, how many media queries do you suggest I make for different devices? Make around 3, that's it. So mobile, tablet, and web. And center everything in the web. So if like someone have a wide screen, it will always be centered. let me think. It will be centered actually, and maybe with 1980 MB in maximum. Yeah, but I'm just explaining here the fact that you can use whatever. It's not that I'm actually having it there. So here we can just do it like title and still be okay, because every title is actually unique. The thing is, here we need actually to check it out. Maybe there would be actually a fired problem for us. Nothing problematic yet. Okay, all good. Hi there. All right, cool. So now what I will do actually, that we do this tabs, I'll just delete it. I'll leave it as is, but maybe actually just make the tabs become better in the future. Yeah, for a better use, maybe another use, but not this one. Yeah. So let me see, actually I have some imported stuff that I don't need. I might discard this one. Discard all changes for that one. The tabs is fine. Index CSS is fine. React tabs got added, okay. And React, okay, no problem. Tabs component. Cool. That sounds like something that we did nicely. Yeah. How do you center a div? That's, by the way, a very good question, you know. Actually, I can explain it to you guys. So let's go to our Xcali draw and maybe delete all of this. Why it's not working for me? I cannot select. Did I change something with my keyboard? Yeah, it's waiting for me to save something. Okay, maybe I'll refresh this and then try. Yeah, okay. So you have, this is your screen, right? How to center a div? Anybody know? Samuel said that his For You page always brings him to me. That I'm really happy for that. So please maybe share the live stream and stay, you know. That's your fate. Dear viewers, I'm trying to rectify my college now and I'm stuck. But what do you mean by that? What do you want? What are you stuck about? Piotr said, which one you prefer between ChatCN and NextUI? I prefer ChatCN, actually. Hi there. A lot of comments, I like that. Can we set a challenge maybe to reach out to 100 viewers? Let's see how can that be happening. Maybe sharing, I don't know. If you guys click on the share, all of you, what will happen? Maybe we boom in. Is this the class name also important for styling? Yes, it is. It is. But nobody actually answered about, no, someone answered. Flex, justify content aligned, medium, center. That's correct, but that will create everything center on top here. You need to have a width and height, actually. So first thing, you need to think about width and height of the screen. You need to have the height of what is it called, full height or 100 height of screen. I use it on the Tailwind too much that I forgot how to write it on CSS. Max screen width or something like that. And auto margin actually works also as well, but auto margin will make it centered on top here, for example. Yeah, but I am actually, 100 viewer height. Yeah, I think that will work. So that's the height. And then the width part, you can do width of 100. That doesn't matter. Width of 100%. Why percent instead? Because percent will always take the 100 of the parent, and if the parent is body, then it will take that. And then you go display flex, right? You can do it like this: display flex, justify content, center, align items centers. Yeah, align item center. That's it. That's all you need. You don't really need much, just 5 stuff that you put in that div, and you don't need to do any positioning or anything like that. Justify content is horizontal and align is vertical. Yeah, justify content is horizontal, but horizontal to the div. So if you create a div, it will always be on top. It will take like the div width. So the width, the height of the div will be the max of content, right? So it won't be full page. You need to say the height and the width. You need to specify these two, actually. How do I make the page except the header be on the center with have space on the side? Exactly what I just said right now. Do you want to try it? I mean, we can try it, but I don't have VS Code here or something like that to do a live server. Yeah, so here you have the header. Just put the header wherever you want. The header can be position of sticky, right? Position of sticky means that it will actually be always stick to the top here, and the body needs to be absolute. So basically, yeah, or position relative for the body. That will be better actually. Relative. I actually maybe need to zoom out a bit. Yeah. Yeah, would you see like this or no? And then this one will be display of flex and items center, center, justify center, center. That's what I know. Yeah. And there all your content will be there, right? What are you using to code? I'm using my IDE NeoVim actually. Yeah. Yeah, true. DPK is said DVH is better than VH. True, true. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a division. I don't know what display VH. Yeah. So if you do height of 100 DVH, he said. I think DVH for display, which means that it will follow exactly the display of the screen of where you are. But at some point also VH will do the same. I'm not sure at this point actually. Yeah. Can you show your work? My work is here. It's just a simple app that we did some tabulation for it today, but I didn't like, so I deleted it, and we'll continue working on this tomorrow actually. All right, cool. All right, how many followers are we on? I want to see. Cool, we are actually growing super fast. So now we need only 70 followers and we will become actually 9,000, which is really amazing. Thank you all. What is this guy writing in the chat? Let me mute him for like entire live stream. Now he's muted. Cool. How many times he pasted that? And can I edit the slides like color image? Yes, you can. We are talking about the VH and 100 division VH. I'm not sure about the difference, but I asked actually in the chat, but nobody answered. So DPK, maybe you can answer here. Cool. All right, waiting for you guys to join more and maybe ask more questions. Quintessential? What do you do, by the way? I don't know. What kind of work do you do? Are you also in the front-end development section, or? Honestly, I have no idea. Let's see. So what do we need to do next time, maybe? Yeah. What do you guys think about? ESLint disable next line is cheating. Never disable ESLint. Yeah, correct. Actually, ESLint would detect that. Yeah. Async is cheating. I don't know now if async is for me or async in general. Is it OBS for streaming? Yes, I'm doing OBS. Let me see why I did this. Yeah, just for the set mode part. It's nothing really. Yeah, I think I need to do unused var, unused var, something like that. I forgot about it. Unused var. I forgot about it actually. Definition for rule is wrong. Yeah, the unused var, I don't remember it actually. That's why I used like, yeah, ESLint disable line directly. Very nice. Cool. So now that we are done with this case, I think that I will just next time I will style something easier, like the header or something like that. Better than doing all of that. And also we need to actually do the private routing part. I actually did this in the main.tsx part, or if you go to my app.tsx, it searches for the current user, and if there is no current user, it will just take you to the login page, and if there is a current user, it should never take you to the login page. So maybe I just need an else, right? And this else problem is that it doesn't return any GSX actually. Maybe I will make it as a button, like please sign in or something like that. Then this should be directly on top, right? If no current user, the return. We might want to have like a sign in button that is super cool. And this button on click basically can do like navigate part, because I have the navigate object. Maybe that should be fine. Oh yeah, I did a problem here. I should actually put it in a function, because that's a promise kind of thingy. Yeah, that would be better. Well, I'm not sure. How do you gonna mock front-end data? I don't mock any front-end data actually. I am using like my own Express server. Yeah. What language is this? This is TypeScript with React. I think you need to optimize states. That's 100%. This one here is just very funny. Too much state propping. But I actually, when I created it, I wasn't actually thinking about creating it this way. And next time maybe we'll use the stand or something like that. That will make things better. So now I want to actually to see if the login works perfectly. I login, go here. If I delete the token though, do I still get the profile? That's something that I want to try. Delete, network, refresh. Profile is still coming up, which is odd. Yeah, because it's stored in. Yeah. Okay. Right now I'm trying the GWT stuff. Very cool. It works perfectly actually. Please log in. Look at this. This is very nice. Yeah, maybe the please log in part here. I need to copy it from my other please log in function. I'll show you what I just did right now. I'll just show you, which is a very cool thing actually. I have reusable components that are, one of them is called Google Sign In for some reason. I like this one. Right now I don't need to do it like this. So handle Google Sign In, or maybe I would call it Sign In button. I'll actually create. I will not do it. Let me just copy all of this. Nope. And then go here and paste the whole thing. And then I will just use this one, this function here for the on click. Yeah, and delete this one. And then therefore this button will just go to hell, and I will just do here, please sign in. Yeah. So why I did it like this? Okay, I don't like it like this. Sign in normally, right? Like that. I don't know how to write it even. I will make it, so it's fine. Yeah. Sing in. Sign in, right? All right, well, we can leave it like that. So what is happening right now? Please sing. Nice. So now that this will take us always to the login page. Right, let me show you what I mean. Right, so if I refresh, this is always the login page. If I want to go to the home page again, it will still tell me please sign in, and then it will return me here, even though that I didn't want to do a redirection, like complete redirection. But now let's sign in, right? Oops, there's a problem here. I should refresh this to see. Yeah, so there's a problem with the profile, so let me check. What was here the problem? Oh, I cannot see the response. For some reason it didn't work out as intended. Let's go back. Let's try. Yeah, there is something wrong with my GWT stuff. Let's sign in. Tack. So this one updates the auth context, and the auth context is not updating correctly. So there is a problem with my profile, you see? So it says unauthorized. And why is that? If someone actually is connected, why he should be unauthorized? Maybe because the token is not deleted. So now let me go to my application, my local storage, that I have a token. It's taken off, right? So now if I just go like this, then I have a new token. If I log out again, I don't have a token. If I want to go back, I don't still have a token. So I don't understand what is happening, honestly. But now if I put this, it will take me here, even though if I have a token. Yeah, the current user is not actually getting updated correctly. So this one current user is still not there, basically. Strange. For me, I honestly don't know what is happening here. All right, let me just put this into that. Maybe that's what is happening here. All right, log out. Connect again. Token is there, so now I will just log out. Okay, seems fine actually, but let me see. Yeah, still a problem. Even though that I have a token, I'm not redirected correctly. So maybe here I just need to know why it's doing that. Yeah. Should be enough working in this case, but to just make it useful for us, we can just get rid of all this, and as we have it somewhere, that the login form will be always returned. Yeah, let me check that. If someone logs in, it will navigate to / you see, which is actually correct here. You are not seeing, right? Right, here you go. What do you think, guys, is the problem here? Thoughts on Tamag UI? What is that? I never heard of it actually. Yeah, I am using context, by the way. So she said that she doesn't like that part and she just went good night. That's it. It's getting late, bro. Yeah, mate. Just use ChatGPT and I will do it for you. Hello, why you can go in live TikTok? What do you mean by that? Quintessential said to some people that he doesn't want to use, I think, ChatGPT. Do we will choose context API over Redux on purpose? Not really. Let me just show you. Just if you have a theme or something simple, you can do context API. Otherwise, if you have like a very complicated app, for sure use Redux at that point. I think my app context here is just not working perfectly. If I log out, I probably need to invalidate the user part. Therefore, invalidate everything here. Yeah, let me search for that. So the query of user is called in the source context, and also it's called in here. So I want on register API to invalidate the user if there is one. That's fine, but in this case, cannot find query client. Where is it? I mean, I should be somewhere, right? Query client. Yeah, we should actually always make a new query client if we need it. In our case here, yeah, it needs to be like in login form. Const query client is use query client directly like that. Yeah, so this one needs to be inside for sure. Do we have it on top? No, we don't, so we need to also get it. Use query client from stack. Here you go. Query client. Maybe not use query client, maybe use query. That's it. I think that's correct. But here the string is not working properly. Let me check that. Really, you use Redux even on to-do apps? That's fine. I mean, if you want to get used to it, that's totally fine. Yeah. By the way, guys, I want to just tell you how much followers we have right now. We have 8,950, which is amazing. And why do I have a lot of comments? Very good, actually. I kind of post everything, so you can go there and check them, all these videos. All of them are talking about React. Nice. Hi there. Cool. So now I'll try to see if that invalidate's working. Yeah, I think also I need to make like some private routes and stuff like that, and honestly I don't know how TenStack works with that. I want to check like an example. Authenticated routes is called. Yeah. So this is how it is. This is how you redirect, basically, if you are authenticated or not. But the thing is that authenticated in this case needs to know if you have a token or not, probably. But in this case, it's just a simple function that I don't know where did I get it from. So source route of authenticated.tsx. Okay. So we need to create it first, I think, right? Create route matching top down. And we use React and before load part. Oh, this is very helpful. The search like for history part. So if is authenticated, go to login, otherwise go to outlet, and this is where we put it in the authenticated.tsx instead of the root part. But don't we use the root in this case at all? Okay, you just answered my question. But what is the auth state though? Return the type of use auth hook or the value of the auth context. Okay. So our auth context needs to be working actually. Maybe we check where he used the use auth context. I don't have an example. Alright, that would be our good next stream like thing to do, because honestly I don't think that what we had implemented today is correct, because we have to do this use authenticated part. But anyhow, thanks a lot guys. I think you've been really amazing. We did a lot today, and honestly I'm really happy with our progress. So what we're gonna do right now is just to go and see what I changed exactly. So here I have a tabs thingy. I can actually discard all of this, it's fine. I'm really happy with what we had. Alright, so tomorrow we will do this use authentication part, and also we'll work kind of like on the part where we check it out and maybe we test it. We make some couple of tests. So if you guys agree, then we will do it. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. I really enjoyed it being here. We already did nearly 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. And yeah, I'm really happy with what we achieved. So what we achieved is just the tabulation part that works now, and also the login page that does everything. So basically, if I just go to login and I don't have, for example, I need to actually take out the token and then log in, it will just work perfectly, right? And this is via Passport.js and GWT tokens. And if I click now, you see my token on the right side, and if I click logout, it just takes out the token off, right? If I try to reach out again, it will tell me just go back to the login page. That's it, right? It keeps telling me back there, which is amazing. So then this one is here, and then now the part where it doesn't redirect correctly, and I need to figure it out, because now I connected and the token is there, and even the network tab. Oh, okay, so there is actually maybe a mistake somewhere. There is this profile part that is not working properly, maybe because it's retrieving the token first and it needs to wait for the token. Yeah, that's why. But the login here works actually. Let me try it again. Yeah, the login works. It returns like the correct, and with a new token, and it replaces that token. Correct. So we have a problem with our login page. We need to figure out why it doesn't navigate correctly. That's it. Correct. Nice. Nice. That's it. I mean, tomorrow let's move on with the authentication part and see how we can solve it. Yeah. No, I'm not using any ChatGPT or anything on this. I'm just learning. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I really enjoyed it. I will be here every day, 10 p.m. CET, German time, Munich time. And hopefully we will have fun, more fun to do. Thanks a lot again and again and again. And if you might help, you can actually go to my profile and follow, because we are nearly 9,000. So share the profile with your friends and let's reach 9,000. And by the end of the month, also maybe reach 10,000. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. I'm really sleepy right now. I'm dead already. And that's it. Later, everyone. Ciao, ciao. I'll stop the stream at this point.